Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wigginton Road for this David and Goliath clash. We have Heworth, the obvious underdogs, in black and white here. The team reading from the top under their coach Colin Forsyth. Full-back Jim Curry. Three-quarters Andy Tyndall, Mark Forsyth, Neil Rennison and Andy Mercer. The half-backs, Phil Sturdy, Phil Butler, and in the forwards we have Kenny Sykes, Wayne Renshaw, Steve O'Gorman, Andy Smith, Craig Forsyth, the son of the coach, and Keith Locke. The substitutes, John Kemp and Mike Hamilton. The Halifax side, of course, need no introduction whatsoever, but I'll go through the side. This is Chris Anderson, the coach. Full-back Graham Eady, three-quarters Eddie Riddleston, Tony Anderson, Ian Wilkinson and Wilf George. The half-backs are Bob Krogan and Steve Robinson. The forwards Neil James, Seamus McCallion, Keith Neller, Dean Hanson, Paul Dixon and John Pendlebury. And the substitutes Graham Beaver and Mick Scott. We've just got the mascot there running off the team, off the pitch there, and we're ready to start. We have a real Goliath and David and Goliath match here this afternoon, of course. Halifax are well known for their powerful game, and Heworth will have to settle down much more quickly than they did in the game against Westfield, giving away points and having people in the sin bin. Heworth are in possession from the kick-off. Mark Forsyth making a good run but being forced back there by three Halifax players. Halifax in red and white, unusual, usually in blue and white, but most obviously clash with the black and white of Heworth. Heworth trying to clear the line. There's a kick to touch that's gone nowhere. Picked up by the wingman. Halifax in possession now. Graham Eady coming to the line. Oh, well tackled, well tackled. The referee keeping well on top of the play in these first few minutes. Letting people settle down. Oh, that was a beautiful pass and another beautiful pass. The forward pass, so they'll have to come back. Well, I think that proves that Halifax are going to throw the ball about and try and get as many points as they possibly can. Unfortunately there, that pass went forward, and so we've got the first scrum down of the afternoon. The referee, incidentally, is Mr. MacDonald from Wigan. So we've got a Lancashire referee. And Heworth win the first scrum. Bit scrappy, but the ball's come out on Heworth's side. Looks like a slight injury to the player there, but he's up and all right. Obviously, Heworth have got to settle down very quickly here against a side of this calibre. And here they are with a good passing. Andy Smith there, Eddie Smith there, who was man of the match in their last game against West Hull. Craig Forsyth. What a beautiful run from Craig Forsyth, the son of the coach. Well, it's obvious that there's going to be no quarter given this afternoon. Halifax are tackling just the same as if they were going to play Wigan. Oh, that looked like a trip. No, the handover. Heworth getting caught there on the sixth tackle. A little bit of amateurism probably there. There's the ball let go and knock on. Obvious knock on there. The referee right on the spot. Another scrum down. Heworth's put in. Phil Butler just getting ready to put the ball in. The ball's in. And Heworth have won it again. Oh, what a beautiful run. Well, Heworth are showing that they can do it. That was the full-back coming up. Oh, well done. Good tackling though from Halifax. Wayne Renshaw there. Hard little lad, Wayne. Heworth just seem at the present just be short of that one last pass to get this break going. Played it to himself, no one backing up. Eddie Smith was almost there. Back to the fullback. Another poor kick, not making any ground whatsoever. And a beautiful pass. Halifax in possession again. But swamped by Heworth players. Absolutely swamped by them. Heworth have got the cover across this wing now. There's danger, I feel. But no. Good tackling again. Halifax in possession. Oh yes, he's away. Oh, what a beautiful run. Halifax putting the pressure on now. Graham Eady into the line but missed out. And well tackled by Heworth. Last tackle coming up, so what will Halifax do here? Oh yes, nice up and under, but well taken now by the full-back. And almost made good ground. That was Jim Curry took that ball. Heworth are just having a little trouble clearing out of their own half. Due obviously to the good tackling of Halifax. Play on, says the referee. Play on. To no avail. Wayne Renshaw acting half-back. Another kick that was to no avail, taken cleanly by a Halifax second row man, and Halifax in possession again. Oh, the big forward going through there. Keith Neller, but tackled well by the Heworth forwards. Oh yes, the pass thrown away there by the Halifax side, and well picked up by the scrum half. Heworth in possession. Wayne Renshaw trying to make ground, but grounded himself. Heworth in possession still, almost a breakthrough, but the tackling of Halifax. They have 1 yard to go to get out of their own half for the first time in the match. And there they go. Oh, a beautiful kick through. Chasing, but the ball's picked up by the Halifax wingman, and he's still going. That was Wilf George, and we saw how dangerous he can be when he gets the ball. Halifax in possession, well tackled by Heworth once again. Halifax setting up now to make another surge towards the Heworth line with their front row forward well tackled there. Oh, almost, yes, he's got the ball away. Beautiful play. And now what have we? Oh, well backed up by this. And that's right. No, he's in touch. The linesman has his flag up. He's in touch. And we have an injury. Another beautiful move by Halifax to no avail, just putting a foot in touch there. The linesman quick to spot it, and we've come back now for a scrum. It looked as though there had been an injury, but the winger there, who was the person who went over, on his feet, and everything's all right. Out to Halifax, the ball out to Halifax, and Heworth desperate now, desperate to try and keep this Halifax side out. Another passing movement by Halifax. Oh, what a beautiful pass out from the scrum. 3 Heworth men committed and the ball let go. And here we have Halifax surging towards the line with yet again. That was Ian Wilkinson. Heworth again. Oh, a missed tackle there. 3 Heworth players eager to tackle these Halifax forwards coming through. But Halifax pressing forward again. It would appear it's only a matter of time, and there it was. Right under the post. Pendlebury, I'm sure it's Pendlebury, the loose forward, broke 3 tackles under the post, and we've only had 9 minutes of play. Does this augur badly for Heworth, I wonder? Or can Heworth come back? They were out of their own half only slightly in that first 9 minutes, but Halifax showing us what a strong professional side they are. The kick now right in front of the post. Should have no trouble with this. John Pendlebury taking the kick. Heworth having a chat behind the sticks there, probably thinking about some more tactics, hopefully to get out of their own half. And there's another 2 points. That makes it 6 points to 0 to Halifax, and Heworth have a mountain to climb. A mountain that was always going to be difficult, but with 6 points down in 9 minutes, even more so now. They were in fact down against West Hull and came back, but I feel we've got different opposition here this afternoon. Heworth to kick off. A long raking kick down. And Halifax in possession again. But well tackled. The referee very, very quick on the spot there. Doesn't want any trouble whatsoever this afternoon. We're looking for a clean, open game. And if Heworth can keep Halifax down here, then we may have a chance. Heworth tackling like tigers, as of course they've got to. The try came from a half tackle, and they can't afford those tries. There's another break. And a knock-on. Well, the referee let that go. It's gone into touch now for a scrum down. The Halifax player must have touched it with his foot before it hit the floor. Looked like a knock-on from here. The Heworth side standing straight here. Oh, well hooked by... Oh, but he's lost it. Oh, that was hard luck. It looked as though the Heworth scrum half may have got to that loose ball, but we have Halifax on the run again. A dummy from the Steve Robinson. No, I'm sorry, it was Bob Grogan, number 6. And here we have Halifax again. Oh, what a beautiful break. He's gone all the way himself, and that's a try in the corner for Tony Anderson. He broke outside of the 25, dummied 3 players and went through almost unopposed. Just a little hesitation before he went on the line. He looked as though he had 2 men with him that he could have passed to, decided to go on his own, and that makes the score 10 points to 0. Heworth behind the sticks here having another team chat. If Colin Forsyth was there, I'm sure he'd be telling them what to do. Tackle, 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 and make sure that you don't make the mistakes. And that after only 14 minutes. So Heworth, unfortunately, are not being able to contain. I thought that the first quarter of now would be crucial for them. It's crucial to keep the score down in the early stages. Pendlebury with the kick. An upright kick around the corner, and it looks good. From here, it looks good. It is good. That's a kick from almost the touchline, put over. Even his own players are applauding him. That was a beautiful kick. So now we have the score at 12-0. And that mountain gets higher and higher. There seems to be no lack of spirit in the Heworth team. Unfortunately, the power of the professionals is showing a deep kick into the Halifax half, stopped with the foot. Oh, what a driving run, yes. Halifax are giving nothing away this afternoon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Heworth players. There must be gaps if there are 5 players round the tackle, and another run by. Oh yes, and off they go again. Heworth are tackling well, but another break could well have given another try. That was from the standoff, and we have an injury. This is an injury. Looks like Bob Grogan on the floor. He made a good run through there, burst through the defence, looked to have people with him, just couldn't get the ball to them. Hard tackling by Heworth, and we have an injury. The referee indicated there a knee. I don't know whether we're going to see a penalty here. I didn't see anything myself. But whilst the referee was looking at the injured player, he pointed to his knee and to the Heworth, and I would expect that would mean that we have a penalty. A kick that Pendlebury could well kick, just 40 yards out. Yes, indeed, a penalty. And he's going to Graham Eady, going for touch, and a raking kick within 8 yards of the Heworth line. Short one. Good tackling by Heworth, trying to pinch the ball, but to no avail. And we have Halifax pressing once again. Not taking any dummies that time. It looked as though they would. And here we go. A loose ball there. Knock on, says the referee. Could well have been advantage to Heworth, and Heworth could have well have picked that ball up. They're now faced with a scrum 4 yards out from the line. A scrum that you would hope that they would win if you were a biased supporter. No, 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 says the referee. Let's have another one. Collapsing the scrum. Perhaps one of the scruffiest parts of our game at the present moment. Ball goes in by a Heworth player and out. Oh, he's missed it. Unfortunately, the scrum half had it in his hand, picked up by the Halifax squad, and now they're under pressure again. Well tackled there by Heworth. Trying desperately to keep these. No try. The referee down on his back, and also the player down on his back. Halifax carried the ball over the line. Unfortunately, according to the movement that the referee gives there, they bounce it over. And Heworth in possession. Heworth just standing about a little bit, hanging back deep. They'll have to move up faster than that. Oh, good run there, but well tackled. 2 Halifax players there tackled the man. Wayne Renshaw acting halfback. Adi Smith there. Oh, well tackled again by Halifax. They're giving nothing whatsoever away. Heworth just seemed unfortunate to be bogged down in their own half, desperately trying to make it out, and a kick from the full-back. That gets them into the Halifax half, but it gives Halifax the ball. And the number 2 there from Halifax, Riddleston, making ground, and Halifax again, Pendlebury with the ball. But well tackled indeed. The referee in there, but I didn't see anything wrong with that. Not at all. Pendlebury smiling but rubbing a nose. And Halifax on the rampage once again. Oh yes, 5 tackles broken there. Oh, what a beautiful run that is. Nowhere to go, only on his own, and tackled 2 yards short of the line. A bit of bad refereeing there, I feel, by the referee. The player didn't get on his feet to play the ball and put Heworth under even more pressure, 1 yard out. A knock on now. That relieves the pressure slightly if Heworth can win the ball from the scrum there. I feel that Heworth are giving the second row loose forward of Halifax far too much room here. They're breaking tackles. The last break there, Heworth's ball. It always looks as though Heworth might just make the break, but of course the professionals are there all the time, upending the player there and making sure that he's well grounded. Heworth battling again to try and get out of their 25 now. Territorial advantage has never really been with Heworth apart from the kick-off. 3 Halifax players there making the tackle. I didn't see what number tackle it was for the referee to see, but there's a break. Oh, almost a break by the scrum half there, but just tackled by his bootlace, and now a kick. And here we have Riddleston again taking the ball up, but tackled by 3 Heworth players. Halifax on the move again, Graham Eadie, oh, breaking tackles, but well tackled there by the front row forward of Heworth. But it looks now as though they can almost do what they want with this ball. They're breaking tackles continually, and there's the scrum half there, Steve Robinson making ground. Halifax again throwing the ball out, a kick through there, and a chase. And a try. I felt that was a mistake by the fullback there. He seemed to have the ball covered from the kick through, which didn't look very difficult at all. Hesitated slightly, and number 3 there, Tony Anderson, went through and scored in the corner. 16 points to 0, and so it goes on. The mountain getting higher and higher. It would be unfortunate really if we didn't see Heworth score at all this afternoon. They knew the position that they were in, but it would be nice just to see them score, and even if they just keep their heads up and play as they are doing for the next 80 minutes, they will not by any means have disgraced themselves. Pendlebury here with the kick, or nearer to the touchline than before. Round the corner kicker, no sand. Most players now are having sand brought on, and here's the kick from Pendlebury. Oh no, nowhere at all. But of course, when you're 16 points to 0 in the lead, and all the time in the world to go, he's smiling there. He's not bothered about those 2 points, I don't think. They're not going to be important at the end of the game. One would hope they were, but at the score of 16-0, it looks very unlikely. Heworth to kick off again. If only they could just contain Halifax for 6 tackles in their own half. The wingman there from, oh, well tackled again by, but it's taking 4 men each time to do the tackling, leaving gaps, and Halifax throwing the ball about, making their moves. Oh, but they've got the measure of them this time. That was a good tackle by Heworth. Halifax on the move again. A dummy slipped past there. I hope Heworth aren't going to get frustrated there. Craig Forsyth seemed to go in there with a little bit of venom. I hope they don't get frustrated. They are playing a professional side. They are likely to get beat, and they're pride. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Halifax players backing that ball up, and the ball's come loose. Heworth have regained it, but only 5 yards away from the line. Wayne Renshaw and the ball stolen from him. The referee runs round to the other side there, and Heworth put themselves under great pressure once again. 3 yards out, well tackled by Heworth. Loose forward in there, Eddie Smith in there. But here they come again. Pendlebury once again tripped up. Perhaps a good job. A little bit of Wigginton Road helped Heworth there. And here we go again. Oh, well tackled by Mercer. Coming in from the wing spot there, preventing the wingman getting the ball. But it's pressure, pressure all the time. A kick there, and well taken by the Heworth player. That would have been a certain try had the kick gone over his head. Heworth defending valiantly here, only 1 yard away from the line. 3 now with that run by the loose forward. Sorry, the front row forward. And the kick. Trying to relieve things by kicking, but fancy kicking the ball to a fullback of the calibre of Graham Eadie. Oh, a lovely reverse pass there, and there we are. Oh, a lovely slip pass, and the scrum half's away. Tackled well by Heworth. And Halifax on the rampage again, going through 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of hands, and a walking try there for number 3, Tony Anderson. Well, it looked as though it was only a matter of time. As soon as the ball went back to Graham Eadie, with the calibre of fullback that he is, something had got to be set up, and it was. There were 3 men waiting to receive that ball. Beautiful dummying going through. 3 men waiting to receive the ball, and the centre went through on his own. Graham Eadie there just having a word with Pendlebury, clapping his players. He must be very happy this afternoon. Well, I don't know whether you heard that from the crowd, but obviously some Heworth supporters here saying that Anderson's being clever. Well, he is clever. To score a try like that, he is clever. So let's acknowledge that. Pendlebury with a kick again, from about the same place as he kicked the last one. 20 points to 0, and it stays at that. No goal, referees fluttering their flags. 20 points to 0, and what time have we here? Well, we've had 25 minutes play, 20 points to 0. That's almost a point a minute. If you work that out, and this keeps up, then Heworth are going to be in desperate trouble. I was hoping that they weren't going to be swamped. We still have some minutes to go to half time, and Halifax have the ball again. An inside pass there, and Halifax are running hard. Second row forward there, Paul Dixon running right at, and Pendlebury breaking through. A lovely pass to the scrum half there. Steve Robinson plays the ball, Halifax in possession again, and a long pass out, and here goes the wingman on a run inside. Oh, well tackled, just 1 yard short of the line, but Heworth have got to get back quickly. A mistake there by Halifax, one of their rare mistakes, but they've still got the ball, and they're still in Graham Eadie. Oh, what a beautiful move. Graham Eadie there, pushing the tackler off, standing up in the tackle, and passing the ball on to, of all people backing up there, a front row forward. Goes over to congratulate Graham Eadie. What a lovely try. To see a front row forward backing up like that, unfortunately from the Heworth point of view, he had too much space. The scorer there, the score being 24 points to 0, and the scorer there, number 8, Neil James. What a fine try that was for them. If we look around the ground here, there's a sea of blue and white. Obviously more supporters here, as you would expect, for Halifax. Pendlebury now
with the kick. John Pendlebury, that is. And the flags are up. 26 points to 0. And the score, 26 points to 0 after only 28 minutes. Well, Heworth are getting plenty of chance to kick this ball back to the Halifax half. Unfortunately, they just do not seem to be able to contain them. They're tackling the hearts out. Wayne Renshaw there having a tussle. Hard little lad, Wayne. I know him well. But here we go again. 3 men and still the legs of the tackled player going forward. Halifax again. Oh, well tackled. Halifax again, letting the ball go this time. Graham Eady in the line out, passes the ball. Oh, what a beautiful run. Beautiful run. And the ball loose. It looked like a knock-on, but no. John Pendlebury there. A little bit of a scuffle there. Nothing serious, smiling at one another. They must be friends. Scrum down there, knock on by Halifax. Heworth put in. Just outside their own 25. If they can get this ball, perhaps they can do something with it. But no, it comes out on the Halifax side. Just a knock on there by the scrum half, Halifax scrum half. The ball came out cleanly enough, but Steve Robinson knocked it on. And we have Heworth, and a free kick to Heworth. Is this the first free kick of the match? No, we had one earlier when they Heworth put the knee in, but this is the first time that Heworth have had a free kick, and it's been taken by Neil Renniston. Kicking for touch. Oh, what a poke kick. Well, it looks like one of those afternoons for Heworth. Surely he could have gained a few more yards. In fact, I think they can't have gained much more than 6 yards there, but at least they've got possession. Perhaps a little bit of amateurism, just showing take your time is the key word in this game, I think. Especially when you're under such pressure. But it's easy for me, sat in the stand, to say that. A beautiful afternoon here, and the ground's in beautiful condition. Far better than some of the grounds we've seen on television recently. Eddie Smith there trying to make ground. Mark Forsyth backing up. Mark Forsyth with the ball now, I feel. Yes. Turning his back on the play, but well tackled by number 8, the Halifax number 8 there, Neil James. Heworth again. Oh yes, now there's, referee says play on. It looked to me as though it was a late tackle. No, he's getting up and smiling. That's the scrum half there, trying to get the referee to give him a free kick. No such luck. Referee too wily for that, and he gets up smiling, as much to say, well, I tried, didn't I? But Halifax in possession again. That was Phil Butler having his little joke with the referee. And here they go again. Halifax again. Second row forward there. Hansen, Dean Hansen. The ball comes back and Halifax off again. Number 10 there, forging his way through, trying to make ground on his knees now. Oh, beautiful passing by Halifax. Graham Eady in the line again. Oh, but well covered by Heworth. Well covered. They spotted that well. It could easily have been a kick to touch that isn't going to make it. But Heworth once again under extreme pressure from that kick through. Taken by Mercer on the wing. And Heworth trying. Eddie Smith coming away with it. What a heart that lad has. Wayne Renshaw passes the ball out. I feel that Heworth are probably trying this little ball tactic too much. I think they have speed on the wing. Mercer is a great wingman. Oh yes, a break now. Intercepted by Halifax, and now they're under pressure again. The wingman there's got the ball. Almost a clear run in. fouled round, 3 tacklers there. Looked as though he may have been put into touch, but no, it's 30 points now to 0. And that scorer there was the wingman, Wilf George. In the end, it was very simple. Looked to be covered by Heworth there, only had feet in from the touch, rounded them and put the ball out. And had the opportunity to come 25 yards in from the touch, taking the applause, Wilf George, from their supporters over in the popular stand there, and why not? John Pendlebury with the kick again. What a good kicking afternoon he's had. Well, at least a lot of practice he's having. Turns his back on the ball. That's unusual for a kicker. Normally they like to keep their eye on the ball, round the corner kicker. Heworth behind the sticks as they have been for so much of the afternoon. But the crowd says it's over, the linesmen say it's over, and the referee says it's over. So there we have the score, 32 points to 0. Well, we've got 6 minutes to go to half-time. What can Colin Forsyth tell these lads when they go in? Just keep going, don't make mistakes, don't be disgraced. Oh, a deep kick, a nice deep kick from Heworth into the Halifax half. Graham Eady picking the ball up. Oh, what a run, what a man this is, how much he's stopped. He's almost like a front row forward, he's built like a barrel, and here we go again. Oh, just unfortunate there for Heworth. A knock on, it looked like an interception, but Rennison just couldn't hold the ball there. That was number 4, Neil Rennison. The ball's in and out on the Halifax side. And here they go again. What a beautiful match. But, oh, knock on. Heworth just don't seem to be able to take advantage of this loose ball. It looked as though the ball was loose there. Number 3 was at the side of it there. Mark Forsyth, the brother of Craig, of course, and son of the coach, just wasn't able to take advantage of it. Oh, we've got Heworth have got a free kick. Loose arm in the scrum. Referee saw it, and here we have Heworth debating on what to do with it. Well, I wouldn't think a goal kick was of much of use to them at this stage of the game. I think they've got to go for touch. And here we have the other centre now, Mark Forsyth, not making touch. Oh, what a disappointment that is. Went, I feel, for a few more yards than he should have done. And now we have Halifax in possession. Here's Wilf George on the run again. Well tackled, but they always seem to be able to make 4 yards, even with the tackling. Oh, that looked suspiciously like a forward pass, and yes, the referee saw it. Looked as though the break was on there. The front row forward there, Keith Miller took the pass forward, so it'll be Heworth's put in. B914CAK. I'm glad that isn't my number, if you can hear that over the loudspeaker, or you'd be losing a commentator. Oh, a little bit of edge coming into the game now, I feel. Just a little bit of frustration, I think, from Heworth. Graham Eady with the ball. A beautiful reverse back, and here we go again. Oh, the wingman there being given far too much ground. Far too much. And here we go with Halifax in full flight again, but well tackled. But making the... Once again, it looked to me as though that ball was never played. The referee unsighted, obviously. He just walked over the ball. And that's the sort of thing that Heworth don't really want. They want all advantages they can get. Well, perhaps Heworth are tiring just slightly. They have had to chase this ball an awful lot this afternoon. Halifax in possession again. And there's another try. Just sliced through the defence there. and score now 36 points to 0. I didn't see who scored that try, but he just scythed through the defence. Heworth grasping at straws, I'm afraid, instead of legs and shoulders and arms, and obviously these Halifax men are not men of straw. Pendlebury once again with the kick, just a slight injury on the field here, nothing serious. The captain there is telling the substitute to sit down again, there's no need for him to come on, having a chat there. And Heworth, unfortunately, in the position that they've been in most of the afternoon, stood behind their own posts. What a disappointment it must be to them. They're playing their hearts out, unfortunately, just not quite good enough. It shows the gulf, really, between amateur and pro, but not disgrace. Not disgraced by any means. Halifax, as we know, are a very competent side, would beat most of the teams in the league, and so Heworth are not being disgraced. The kick from Pendlebury, the crowd says yes, the linesman says no, the referee says no. So we stay at 36 points to 0. And the time now, well, 1 minute to half time. 40 minutes almost up, and how Heworth will relish this rest at half time. They've chased and chased and chased, and the rest will do them good. Colin Forsyth will be down there just wondering what he can tell his troops. The ball into Halifax half, and here we have the winger making ground again. Heworth just don't seem to be able to contain them in this half. Halifax on the move again. There seem to be gaps all over the field, unfortunately. Heworth players being drawn towards these big-named players and leaving gaps. Oh, but there's a good set tackle there. 1, 2, 3, 4 Heworth players. But here's the ball coming out to the right wing again. Pass gone to ground there. But once again, in the favour of Halifax, everything seems to be going their way. They're making it that way, of course. Oh, what a beautiful pass out that was. A little bit of a scuffle down here. We don't want any of that this afternoon. Come on, let's have them up. And there's the half-time hooter. Just a little bit of a scuffle down there. The referee going over. Everything's all right. That's the end of the first half. Halifax leading 36 points to 0. Running in now. Colin Forsyth there on the touchline, urging his men into the dressing room. What's he going to tell them? Halifax taking their time. Obviously their coach hasn't the same sort of job to do. Chris Anderson there, down there, just patting them as they come in. What a workmanlike job that is. Both teams in the dressing room now, and we'll leave you for a few minutes until they come out. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got both teams out on the pitch now. I can see a substitute there for Halifax. 2 substitutes for Halifax. Number 14 and 15 are on the pitch. That's Graham Beavers and Mick Scott. I can't identify the numbers that are missing at the present time. Heworth have got their substitute on, number 14, John Kemp. And that's the only one I can see on the Heworth side. Heworth to kick off. What has Colin Forsyth told them in the dressing room? Tackle, 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 I would expect. Try and contain them in their own 25 and see if we can get a score out of the game. The ball sticking there in the mud, but once again, as always, oh, what a run. Well tackled by Heworth there. That was the wingman there. Once again, seems to get the ball every time from the kick-off. Substitute getting his jersey dirty for the first time there, and an injury to a Heworth player. Beautiful slip pass there. A little bit of aggravation there, a little bit of aggregate, probably a little bit of annoyance, a little bit of frustration there from the Heworth scrum half. Gives a kick to Graham Eady. Phil Butler there showing just a little bit of non-professionalism, and a 40-yard kick from Graham Eady puts them under pressure again, and here we go. Halifax with the ball, free kick to Heworth. Handing the ball instead of playing it correctly, and Heworth have a chance to relieve their line. Looks to be an injury over on the side here. I think the referee, yes, he has. He stopped the game. Stretch has been taken out. I can't identify the player. It looks as though it may be Wayne Renshaw. I can't see Wayne Renshaw on the pitch there. Oh, what a sad sight this is to see a player carried off on a stretcher. Didn't look to be a hard tackle, but unfortunately, yes, I'm sure it's Wayne Renshaw with the headband on there, and they're carrying him off. To a round of applause, and well worthy of it. Calling for the doctor, that isn't a very good sight there. Colin Forsyth there, going in with the player, and unfortunately we've had to get the other substitute, the Heworth substitute, number 15, Mick Hamilton, a big lad, and that's a better kick. That gained 40 yards and much better from the Heworth side. 2 balls on the pitch at the present time, not allowed. Colin Forsyth on the pitch there. I wonder what he's thinking about. And Heworth on the attack now. One-man rugby, though, I'm afraid that isn't going to beat Halifax this afternoon. Renshaw off the field, leaves the scrum half to do the half-back position, but being forced back in the tackle, Heworth. The strength of Halifax here showing all the time. Can we have a score from Heworth? Oh yes, Eddie Smith there, putting his head down and plunging forward, but to no avail. Well tackled. I feel they've got to throw the ball about. Another good tackle there from the substitute, and the ball's going back now for a kick, and it looks like a good kick. The Halifax winger in possession beats 1 man, 2 men, 3 men, and tackled 35 yards out from his own line. Here's the substitute. Clean outfit there, easy to recognise. 3 Heworth players round him. And Halifax on the way again. Lost the ball, and Heworth have got the ball. The referee seems to take his eye off this game quite often, turns his back on the play. It looked as though there may have been an infringement there from the Halifax side, but missed by the referee. Easy to say from this position. Oh, and a set move by Heworth there, the first one we've seen this afternoon. Perhaps they should have had more of them. But Halifax looking quite content. Heworth in possession, no backing up. Stood up there for half a minute just waiting for someone to back up. They've got to follow this ball if they're going to make any headway. Tackled again. Last tackle. What are they going to do with it this time? Sounds to me as though there are too many captains on the field. The scrum half kicks the ball forward, straight into the hands of Anderson, and away Halifax go again. Breaking tackles, making ground all the time. All the linesman's flags up. Now then, who's he going to pull out here? It looks as though it was an offence. Who's he going to talk to? He's going to talk to a Heworth player there. Probably a little bit of punching in the tackle, right at the feet of the judge there. Couldn't get away with it at all. Silly play really. They're never going to win the game like that. But of course they're getting frustrated at 36 points to 0. That was the front row forward, number 10 there, being cautioned by the referee, Steve O'Gorman, and the ball into touch, And Halifax once again in possession. If Heworth need anything at all this afternoon, it is possession. And the wingman there, number 2, Riddleston, plunging forward. Halifax with the ball, thirsty for points again. You can see them all set here, just backing this play up. But good tackling by Heworth. Probably the best tackling stint they've done. Already we've been on the pitch 7 minutes and no more score, so that was unfortunate. It looked as though it could have been an interception for Heworth there. Unfortunately, Neil Rennison just couldn't hold the ball, knocked the ball on, scrum down, Halifax put in. In Heworth's half, as the game has been played for most of today, and out on the Halifax side. The ball was loose. He was quite within his rights to kick, and another mistake by Halifax and a knock-on. Well, mistakes creeping into Halifax's game, I feel. Perhaps they all want to score points this afternoon individually instead of getting the score on the board as a team. A good battle in the forwards here. Heworth not being outdone, I feel, and the ball coming out to Heworth this time. And perhaps, but yes, a beautiful break. No, once again, looked round for a player to pass to. No one had broken out of the scrum. Should have been good second row play there with one of the second row men following the ball. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. And A.D. Smith tackled with it. A switch now from Heworth. Heworth in possession, trying desperately to get away from these tacklers, but once again Halifax giving nothing away. They're playing as though this was the cup final. They don't want Heworth to score, they don't want their image dented by Heworth scoring against them, and they're tackling in that vein. Heworth in possession still, a nice reverse pass there, but to no avail. Yes, the ball's loose, but the referee, oh dear. Nothing's going right for Heworth this afternoon. That could well have been play on, but the referee was right on the spot and awarded a scrum down to Halifax. Halifax put in their own half. I have a feeling that the Heworth scrum half is just getting a little bit frustrated. He can only do damage to the side if he gets himself in trouble. Another foraging run there. Heworth in possession. Substitute taking the ball at half-back. And Rennison there trying to make ground, but tackle round. Copybook tackling this from Halifax. Round the legs. Oh, Craig Forsyth there being forced back. Big lad, only a young lad. Play on, says the referee. That looked as though he might have done some damage there, but play on. And now we have a situation where we've got Heworth. The referee shouts held. 3 Heworth players round the wingman there. And can they hold them back here now? This is the closest Heworth have been. This is their chance. Although Halifax are in possession, they are in their own 25. What are they going to do? Who's going to make that break to break them out of here? 3 Heworth players. Sorry about that. 3 Heworth players in the tackle there. Halifax in possession in their own 25. Oh, what a good run. No one backing up. Unlike Halifax there, they've been supporting the man in position, and a kick from Pendlebury, a long raking kick there. Drives Heworth back. Jim Curry there with the ball, but 1, 2, 3, 4 Halifax players round him, giving him no ground whatsoever. And Heworth come away once again. Mercer there with the ball. Mercer was acting half back there. Heworth hadn't got back quite quick enough. Heworth in possession. Just running into a stone wall.
Watch your offside, referee!
Watch the offside referee, says one of the supporters. Forward pass there. Well, a handshake there after a hard tackle. That's the spirit that the game's been played in, and that was the scrum half. Out to Halifax. Ray Meady in the line. Oh, what a beautiful run. And Heworth regained the ball. That could easily have been a try, just didn't go to hand, and Heworth defending grimly here, trying to bring the ball away from their own line. Number 15 there, tackled. Heworth bringing the ball away. That was a good run, but well tackled. Heworth with the ball. Yes, half a break. Oh, just when the chance came. How unfortunately for A.D. Smith there. Just putting the ball to ground, scrum down, Halifax put in. Just on the 25-yard line, out to Heworth. Referee says, no thank you, let's have it in again. That never went in, that ball never went out of my sight here in the stand, and yet the referee says, play on. And it came out to Halifax, so that puts Heworth under pressure once again. And here's George, dodging and weaving, letting the ball go. Pendlebury there, no, I'm sorry, that was the substitute. And Halifax on the move again. Heworth have got to muster the forces here, or there's going to be another score, I feel. Pendlebury there with the ball. What a beautiful pass out. And there's the second row forward, passes it on. And Heworth's ball. Well, another let-off for Heworth there. It looked as though Halifax would have scored again, but no, the ball went to ground. Heworth picked the loose ball up, and we have Heworth with the ball again. Oh, almost another missed ball there. Seems as though the Heworth players are keeping their eye on the player rather than the ball. A.D. Smith forward again. Heworth in possession. Almost a break. No man backing up. Looked as though he could have let the ball go. No player there to receive it. Long raking kick. Oh, well over Graham Eady's head. He's having to run back an awful long way, but the Heworth plays very slow to get up, and George has the ball again. Always a danger when he gets the ball, this wingman of Halifax. Halifax in possession. Suspiciously like a forward pass to me, but the referee let it play on, and Halifax in possession. The scrum half there, kicking at the ball wildly, giving a free kick away. The number 4 on the Halifax side there, wringing his hands where he had his hand kicked, and that was Ian Wilkinson rubbing his hands. It must be a terrible kick on this cold afternoon. And a free kick. Just losing his cool, I think, Phil Butler. Should be trying to sort things out now. Wayne Renshaw's off. And Eady kicks for touch. And gains 10, 15, 20, 30 yards. Puts Heworth within 5 yards of their own line. Halifax in possession. Another rampaging run by the front row forward. Halifax in possession. Second row forward. What a good game he's had this afternoon. Number 12 there, Paul Dixon. Oh dear, dear. We've got a flare up on the pitch. Hopefully, yes, the referee's right in there amongst them. Heworth once again, frustration showing all the time, trying to steal the ball, and we should have now a simple kick here for Pendlebury, making this the first points of this half. Yes, he's elected to go for goal. The crowd think probably he should have gone for a try. 36 points to 0 in front. Well, who's to say they're not right?
Charge him down, Heworth!
Pendlebury setting the ball up 18 yards out and almost in front of the posts.
Charge him down, Kenny!
And yes, a simple kick for Pendlebury makes it 38 points to 0. And that was unfortunate. Just a little bit of frustration, I think. He's been niggling for quite a bit of the game as the scrum half. Perhaps he should be just told to calm himself down. Heworth to kick off. Deep kick taken by Graham Eady, and forward he comes like a barrel. Pushes one player off, pushes two players off, lets the ball go. And here in full flight are Halifax. Well, it looked as though he lost the ball there. Unfortunately, the referee says the ball was stolen from him after the tackle was completed, and so they've given Halifax the chance of another free kick, another chance to put themselves into the Heworth half, and he does so. 30-yard gain from the kick. Halifax ball. McCallion there, showing the ball 3 times to Heworth before he let it go. Seems as though now they can do whatever they wish. Halifax with the ball, the substitute there, making ground 1, 2, 3, 4 Heworth players round him. Halifax once again. Pendlebury, beautiful pass, but well tackled by Heworth. Pendlebury again. Oh, what a beautiful move by number 12 there. What a good game Paul Dixon's had. Into the Heworth 25. Oh, good tackling. Last tackle. What are Halifax's tactics now? Well, looks as though they're going to throw the ball up and under, as Eddie Waring would say, a dangerous up and under. And no, although a Halifax player grounded the ball, he'd knocked it forward. That's a tap out on the 25 to Heworth. A tap for Heworth on the 25 gives them an opportunity to clear their 25. No one seems to be in a hurry now. Crowd shouting for Heworth to get a move on, and a move they get on. Eddie Smith, well tackled by Halifax. What a tackling stint these Halifax forwards have made this afternoon. Oh, nice dummy there, but well tackled. Didn't make a yard, lost half if anything. Heworth with the ball, almost a breakthrough. Lost the ball in the tackle. Halifax ball, and away they go. Plenty of time standing up in the tackle, and the ball coming across. Oh, that was unfortunate. If Heworth's foot had connected with that ball, it may have been dangerous, but no, he missed it, and the Halifax player picked it up, putting Heworth under pressure once again, just outside their own 25. But this is a better second half for Heworth. They were 12-0 down after 7 minutes in the first half. All Halifax have to show for this half is 2 points from a penalty, but here they go now, foraging forward. Halifax on the attack. Oh, what a beautiful ball that was. And a reverse pass. And a try. A try for Halifax, a little bit scrappy in the end, but the wingman had to make the ground. He had to beat 3 forwards to get down there, put the ball down, 2 yards in from the touchline, and that looked as though It was number 5 who scored there, Wilf George.
Doncaster 16, Batley 10, Hull KR 6, Carlisle 4, Leeds 16, Castleford 4, Wigginton 11, Oldham 6, Keighley 12, Workington 0, Salford 4, Swinton 4, Fulham 4, Mansfield 6.
Well, those were the half-times. I don't know whether you heard them. Those were the half-times from around the country there. Leeds seems to be doing well. We have Pendlebury here taking the kick after that try scored by Wilf George. Across the face of the goal, flags fluttering, no goal. Doesn't seem too perturbed. 42 points to 0 to Halifax. And Heworth now can only look forward to a nice bath, I think. I was talking to one of the Heworth players at half-time who said that he got 50 points start from one of the bookmakers. Well, he's looking a little bit sick now, so Phil Sturdy, hang on to your money. Heworth have got to contain Halifax in this 25 if possible, but what a strong set of forwards they have. What a workmanlike job these Halifax forwards have done this afternoon. Off they go again. 3 tacklers around him there, 3 black and white jerseys of Heworth, but here come Halifax again. Oh, beautiful pass. Almost a hospital pass, that. Pendlebury takes it. Halifax with the ball again. A kick through, a long raking kick. Andy Mercer looks as though he's got a chance of picking it up. Haven't seen much of him this afternoon. Well, we haven't seen much of anybody on the Heworth side, unfortunately. No real shining stars this afternoon, I'm afraid. But not disgraced. Heworth in possession. Oh, that's better. Halifax are tackling 3-1. Oh, dummy not taken. Perhaps in amateur rugby league he would have been through there. Halifax players up to the task there. Put the player down with the ball. No chance. Oh, there's a kick through. Oh, that's beautiful play. It looked as though the substitute could only fall on it. Instead of that, he scooped it up, made a pass out of it, and he's put Halifax on the attack again. Pendlebury, the beautiful pass. Oh, what a beautiful tackle there, though. Number 10 there of Halifax lifted up and dropped down on his back. But here they go. Always looking to get rid of the ball, always looking for that man in support, Halifax. That's a great side you would expect of. Oh, nice dummy there from the substitute, number 15, Graham Beavers, but to no avail. Sorry, that was Mick Scott. Just a little bit of sloppiness coming into the game on the Halifax side. Perhaps they all want to score, but here they go now. A kick from number 10 there. Keith Neller. Oh, that's unfortunate. That was really unfortunate there. The fullback seemed to have the ball under control, dropped it in front of himself. The kicker followed it up, and all he had to do was touch it over the line and put his hand on top of it. An unfortunate try, really, but one that pressure brings. Heworth were under pressure from the moment there that Keith Neller kicked the ball, and Pendlebury with another simple kick, almost from the spot he kicked the last one. Pendlebury with this kick, and the score now 46 points to 0. I tell a lie, with that goal going over, that is 48 points to 0. Well, Heworth not coming up quite so fast as you could well imagine. We've got a Halifax player limping here, but he'll carry on, I'm sure. Ian, the crowd shouting. Kick from Heworth puts Halifax in possession once again. There's a great run now by the wingman. Oh yes, up he goes. Going, but well tackled in the end. That was number 2. That was Eddie Riddleston, made 60 yards, and here go Halifax again. And another try for George. No, the referee has disallowed it. The referee was right on the spot. The referee says forward. The Halifax players don't believe him, but if they read it in the paper tomorrow, they'll find out that it's true. Forward pass, no try. Scrum down, Heworth's ball, 18 yards out from their own line. Well, once again it looked as though, and there's a try. Just too strong, Halifax just too strong there, and Wilf George going over right in the corner from the scrum. It looked in actual fact as though the ball had come out on Heworth's side. Phil Butler just couldn't handle it. His opposite number there, Steve Robinson, picked it up, flicked the ball out. Wilf George beat the wingman, and this one's a kick for Pendlebury, 2 yards in from the touchline. Graham Eady coming to the bench here for a tactical talk. I wonder what they're going to say to him. So there we are, 52-0. And the kick here, oh, what a beautiful kick. That looks good, and that's a goal. That's the best goal of the afternoon. He saved the best till late, and now we have the score 54 points to 0. Well, it's sad for Heworth, I'm afraid. It hasn't been their day. They've made mistakes. Things have gone Halifax's way, but I think that the gulf is about right. 54 points to 0. Perhaps Heworth can get something on the ball. I think it shows the spirit that the game's been played in. I think we've only had 4 penalties all afternoon. None of those serious, 1 or 2 little niggles. And Halifax, and there goes another run by the hooker. Halifax in possession. Number 12 there, forging his way through. Must have made 30 yards with that run in the end. 3 Heworth players to take him down. That was number 12, Paul Dixon. Well, if there's a man of the match this afternoon, his name might be on the trophy. Halifax going again. Little passes, backing up, superb backing up now. Yes, there goes Dixon again. There to finish the passing off, but tackled by a Heworth player. Halifax pressing now. Oh, and an unfortunate knock-on. Throws the ball down in disgust. Looks as though there was a scoring chance. That was the front row forward, Neil James. Unfortunate. But it is a wet afternoon. The pitch is in great condition, but a very wet afternoon. Heworth to put in. And a free kick to Heworth. Is it a loose arm again? Collapse in the scrum. The referee hasn't given us the signal yet. But he's given the signal, and we do know, yes, collapse in the scrum, and a free kick to Heworth. What can they do? Put it to touch, make a few yards, hope to get the ball back again. Neil Rennison kicks and makes 35 yards. So Heworth in possession again. What can they do? Can we just see a score from the amateur side? Yes, that was a good pass out, but unfortunately Adi Smith isn't having the same amount of room as he did against West Hull when he was man of the match. Being tackled more firmly this afternoon, just can't get those feet going. Oh, a lovely reverse pass from Butler there. And still going. Oh, no one with him. Well, that looked as though it was the best move that Heworth have had all the afternoon, and another good move. They'll have to back up. Last tackle. Oh dear. Well. Unfortunately, nothing going Heworth's way. It looked as though they had a move on there from the kick. A Heworth player took it without touching the ground, adjudged to be onside and knocked the ball on. That was unfortunate. Halifax got the ball out, and here they go again. What a beautiful run. Mick George. Oh, another try for Mick George. Made on the halfway line by the centre. The centre, Tony Anderson, must take a lot of credit for that try. Mick George finishing it off. 58 points to 0.
For the outstanding performance of this match, worth £100 and Silk Cup Challenge Cup 1988 Special Edition tie has been won by Halifax's Paul Dixon.
Well, I said moments ago that Paul Dixon was my man of the match. I don't know whether you heard the announcement there, but the Silk Cup man of the match, Paul Dixon, £100 to him, and he's earned every penny of it this afternoon. Pendlebury going to take the kick again, just on the 25-yard line. Oh, beautiful kick. Beautiful kick. All the flags are in the air, and we have 60 points on the ball. 60 points to 0. It depends which camp you're in, of course, whether that 60 points is good or bad. Personally, being a York person, Heworth were the team I wanted to do well, but you can't take anything away from Halifax whatsoever. 60 points. A long-ranging kick. And Halifax in possession again. How many times have I said that this afternoon? Halifax in possession. And going forward. Heworth not being able to contain this side. And another ranging run. There was Dixon again. Well, £100, that must have put him in good heart. Halifax in possession again. Pendlebury there with the ball, trying to get it away. Oh, did, but give it to Heworth. Unfortunate. Well, it's getting a bit scrappy now. Unfortunately, people dropping the ball. Heworth in possession. Well, the way Halifax are tackling, you'd think it was only the first 5 minutes. They are giving nothing away at all. There is no charity here this afternoon whatsoever. It would be nice if Heworth could score, but they're going to have to do it themselves. They're not going to be given anything whatsoever this afternoon. The professionalism of Halifax is shining through here, and they're giving nothing whatsoever away. Heworth in possession. And tackle. Last tackle. What can Heworth do? Back to the full-back. And a kick. No, their kicking hasn't been good. It hasn't put any pressure at all. And there goes Graham Eady, ploughing his way through 1, 2, 3, 4 tackles there before being stopped by Phil Butler. Front row forward making a run now. Halifax in possession. There's a mistake by Halifax. Ball gone to ground. Heworth picked it up. Quick to take advantage. Heworth in possession. And there's number 15 from Heworth there. Mick Hamilton trying to make ground, but the red and white look like a brick wall. driving them back. Halifax, 2 men tackling the man with the ball and driving them back. Heworth not even able to make headway, but there's headway. That's good. That's good. Dear, once again, Heworth made the break, the ball went to ground, and here we have Wilf George once again on a run, but well tackled. Well tackled there by number 3 of Heworth, Mark Forsyth. Halifax in possession and going forward. And a rare knock on by Halifax will give the scrum down to Heworth. Heworth's put in. That was the hooker, number 9, Seamus McCallion. Don't often see him knock on. Heworth's put in. Untidy scrums. Out to Heworth. Loose forward getting in his way. Not a lot of cohesion, and a good tackle there from number 4 on the Halifax side, Ian Wilkinson. Shook the Heworth player. Yes, he's shaking his head. He knows he's been tackled. Eddie Smith there, trying as always to go forward. Doesn't know the difference there. Just going forward all the time. Never gives up. Heworth still in possession, but going nowhere. Scrum half here, acting half back, Phil Butler. It needs an inspiration. That was a nice dummy. That was nice. Oh, unfortunate. Well, I would think, well, free kick to Heworth. The ball being knocked out of the player's hand after the tackle was effected, and Heworth now have the ball. I think if Heworth had played like this against most of the amateur sides this afternoon, they would have been leading, perhaps not by such a large score as this, but certainly by a large score. Craig Forsyth going forward. What a strong lad that is. Heworth in possession within the 25 now, a sight that we haven't seen very much this afternoon. Heworth in the Halifax 25. Can they come away with points? Well, not like that, I'm afraid. They're still playing one-man rugby, another one-man going forward. Just what the doctor ordered as far as Halifax is concerned. Just put the man down and the game's dead. No danger whatsoever. A planned move here. Last tackle there, and Heworth within a yard of the line. Can they score? Can they score? And a try. Well, that was a try from Heworth there. Well, Phil Butler was trying once again to work the oracle there. He was on the deck pretending that he'd been injured, hoping that he was going to get a free kick in front of the post. The referee said, no way, play on. And the ball was kicked through, and the score for Heworth. Immediately the score had been affected. Phil Butler stood up with a smile on his face. Thank you very much. 4 points. 60 points to 4 with a kick in front of the goal. Well, that's what Heworth wanted. 4 points on the board. Not going to be a whitewash. And can we get this between the posts and make it 60 points to 6? Well, that sums everything up, I think. Slipped before he kicked the ball, skidded the ball across the face of the goal. Usually a very good goal kicker. Wet conditions, missed the goal. 60 points to 4. Halifax to kick off. Heworth's ball. Well, I feel there can't be many minutes left to play now. My watch says 4 o'clock.
Excuse me.
But to the credit of all the supporters, no one leaving this ground, watching a very enthralling battle here, and there goes the hoot. Well, Heworth not disgraced. The final score, 60 points to 4. The Halifax players congratulating the Heworth players as well they might. Colin Forsyth on the pitch there, going to have a chat with his lads. Not disgraced by any means whatsoever, just outgunned by this big Halifax side. Handshakes all the way around. That's the way rugby league's played. You can hear the supporters here cheering the teams off the pitch. Heworth standing there, cheering the Halifax players. Mick George there, scorer of many points, and everyone looks happy. It's been a great afternoon for Heworth. Unfortunately, the result hasn't been what it should be. Heworth acknowledging the fans now, thanking them for coming and supporting them, and I think we should thank them. Colin Forsyth there with the ball, just ushering his players into the dressing room, and that's me signing off. Thank you very much for listening to me.